Wake Gamer, it's your boy Junne. You are now listening to Junnin with Junne, the best fucking podcast in the universe. We got a special guest tonight.
What's good with y'all? It's Laney Keyz. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you. We gonna smoke it up, chop it up.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
I just want to get straight into it. So, where you from, man?
I'm from Oakland, California.
Oakland.
Yeah.
What brings you out to LA?
Shit, I'm trying to change my life.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah.
So, Oakland, like growing up in Oakland, and compared to LA, what's the difference in that? Because Oakland, y'all, it's rough out there, man.
Man, it's a lot of differences. Before I moved to LA, I moved to San Jose, and it just kind of like set me up. Like it helped me prepare for like moving out here. A lot of people, like where I'm from, shit go down like for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like so murder capital.
But yeah, everybody want to be the same way. You feel me? So like LA, it's kind of the same, but except besides action. You feel me? It's you know, niggas.
How was it like growing up there? I mean, like, you know, as a teenager.
I mean, shit was hard, but you can't let your background, like, you know, reflect your future, you know? But, I mean, shit was hard, especially looking how I look and being the way that I am, you know what I mean? Like, shit was never easy, but, you know, I adapted to I adapted to the culture. I learned how to, like, move.
Facts.
You know?
Do you ever go back and visit, now that you got, like, a buzz going for yourself? Do you ever go back?
I go all the time, you feel me? My family, I still got family out there, you feel me? I just went and shot a video out there that I'm about to drop soon. So, I mean, I just can't, like, to be honest, I can't get enough of where I'm from. Like, I love where I'm from. That's where I want to live for the rest of my life. I just don't want to live exactly like you said.
I was about to say, because what I see is, like, a lot of artists, you know, before they make that breakout, where they from be the thing that cripples them from being successful in life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, I done seen a lot of big artists or just artists in general getting ready to be successful, and they go back because they love where they from, and then, you know, they end up in jail or around the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's good to be in LA and stay. And like I say with me, when I go back home, I go home just to visit. I'm in and out. You know what I mean? I don't like to be there long. I see family. I don't even post until I leave town type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it be the niggas that can't be you that want to end you. You know what I'm saying?
That's big facts. Like, I didn't feel like unsafe in my hood until I moved out my hood and then start doing what I started doing and then coming back. Like, I ain't never felt like I had to come to where I live with no, like, I had to have niggas over there. Like, you feel me? Like, that was never me. And then, like, all of a sudden, I started doing what I was doing, and I got niggas hating on me that I thought was my homies. That's niggas that was my partners. It's just that where I'm from, like, I grew up how a lot of niggas grew up, and I'm doing the same thing that a lot of people where I'm from is doing, and I'm just doing it. Like, when you do it better or when you succeed at that, niggas feel like, why it ain't me? Like, I'm from where he from. I should be able to, like, do the same shit, and then that's where the envy and that's where the hate comes from.
One thing I want to say, so, like, your rap name, is that your real name, or is that, like, a name that someone gave you?
Nah, that's not my real name, but there's a college where I'm from, like, especially when you from where I'm from, it's called Laney College, and a lot of people, like, when you, like, if you even, like, graduate high school where I'm from, it's like, that's one thing, you feel me?
You graduated?
Yeah, I graduated.
College?
High school.
Okay.
High school. Fuck no, I ain't graduated.
Hey, it's something.
But facts is, like, where I'm from, graduating high school is one thing, you feel me? Because niggas don't even live to see that type of shit, you feel me? So, like, going to it's a college where I'm from, it's called Laney College, and a lot of niggas, like, even if they just go there, you feel like you made it. So, like, me, like, even just being able to do what I love is, like, one thing. I don't give a fuck if I get rich off this shit or not, but the fact that, like, I'm doing music and this shit pays me, you feel me? Like, that it's like a metaphor for that. Like, that's where I got my name from. It's like,
when do you think, so you got a lot going for yourself, when do you think it's gonna hit you when you're like, damn, I know making it out the hood was the goal, but one thing, once you always, you know, accomplish a goal, you get a new goal. So when is it gonna be where you're like, damn, I really made it, or, you know, or damn, I feel like I have? What do you think you gotta?
That's something that I struggle with myself every day, because like, just doing the shit that I'm doing, I should be more like, I should feel like that already, like, but it's like every time I reach a goal, I feel like it's not enough. I gotta be doing more.
What more do you?
Like,
throw the phone.
Like, I gotta be doing more. Like, every time I do something, like any one of my guys could tell you, like, I be the least satisfied like with everything that I'm doing like than everybody is, because I expect more out of myself and I expect more out of the people around me, like regardless. Like, because I just got so much faith in everybody and myself that, to be honest, I don't know. Like once everybody's straight, like once all my family, all my friends, like everybody making money off what they're doing. Like my whole goal is to put everybody on. You feel me? And the answer that if I fall off, then I got somebody to go to. If he fall off, then he got somebody to go to. You feel me? Like putting everybody on with their own type of hustle. You feel me? Like once everybody's satisfied, like with their own self, is when I'll feel satisfied. You feel me? Because like where I'm from, this is just like the gate key. You feel me? I'm just opening the doors. You feel me? Like that's all I'm trying to do is open the doors for everybody that I know to get on.
How old are you?
I'm 24. I just turned 24 last Saturday.
Happy late birthday, by the way. I know you got everything going for yourself, and I just want to ask, like, what's next? You got an album coming, you know? Like, the world wants to know what you got next.
I take this shit a day at a time, to be honest.
I know you got some new music. Come on,
definitely. I'm dropping again on the 20. I'm about to drop some shit on the 23rd. To be honest, I feel like this is the first song that's actually gonna represent.
So you're focused on singles right now?
Right now, I'm chilling, you feel me? I'm not really focused on money. And as soon as you start dropping an album, it's about sales and it's about how many people, and I'm just about trying to get people to feel who I am, you feel me?
Exactly.
And then like once that shit happens, that shit gonna come.
Trying to get the craft perfected damn near.
Exactly.
Perfect the craft, perfect your talent.
Yeah. But I'm sure like future-wise, you will have an EP maybe coming on our album.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah. Like I got all types of shit. Like right now, I don't even feel like I've dropped a song that I really wanted to drop. Like all the shit that I've been dropping is just...
Well, you probably building up until, you know what I mean? The more you make, the more you just keep creating more crazier vibes. That's how it be. You always make one song, you be like, that's the one.
Right, every time I
go
a week later. I feel the same way every time I go in the studio.
A week later,
last time I went in the studio,
damn.
I made a few songs that I feel like is gonna be like the craziest shit that I've ever made. And
that's bro. This one though. This one. You be 10 videos in off of one song.
That's facts.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Have you been on tour yet?
No, I haven't. Actually.
You haven't been on tour?
I mean, I've done shows and shit, but I haven't been on tour. I had a tour scheduled, and then this whole COVID shit.
Who were you going on tour with?
With Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
Yeah, it was gonna be some shit, like, but it was gonna be crazy, but you know, shit happens, and so now I'm just taking this time to take advantage of it.
How did that come upon? How did you meet Lil Yachty, and how did that work out?
Well, one of the people that like runs my label is actually like management for him, so like he managed him, and it was like I made a song.
Okay.
This is when I actually started rapping. I didn't even rap before I made this song. Yeah. I made this song as like a something to send out, like for other people to shop it around for other artists and shit. And then we sent it to him, and instead of him like using the song, he just put a verse on the song. It was fire. So then that's
big.
Yeah.
Is that song out right now to this day, or?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, it's out. Okay.
It's called Colorful Shit. Yeah.
With Lil Yachty, right?
That shit's big. That shit's big. Yeah. So man, it sounds like you're getting ready to go on tour, but because of COVID, you know, it makes it harder for artists to do anything. Yeah. So how has COVID affect you besides touring, you know, as an artist and? Maybe it's a blessing, or maybe, you know, in a disguise, or maybe, you know, COVID's one of those things where you
it's doing better for me as far as building a fan base, as far as making money in music and like shit like that. It doesn't really help, but that was never really my goal anyway, to like get hella money. Yeah. Like this shit, it's just, I just want to like get people to understand who I am. So, I mean, I feel like it's more beneficial in the way that I wanted to be, as opposed to the way that like my investors and like people otherwise wanted it to be. So, shit, I mean, it's cool for me because I'm still getting paid. These niggas don't these niggas got their own money.
Are you signed to a label?
Yeah, I am. It's an independent label. It's called Nacho Records.
And where's that based out of?
LA, actually. My office is in Beverly Hills. It's an independent label.
Is that like United Masters or?
No, actually. It's shit I can't.
Oh, is it like your label or is it?
It's my own label.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like signed. Okay, so you own the label.
No, I don't own the label.
Oh, okay.
No. One of my agents, his name's Adam. He owns the label.
Oh, okay.
I heard you kind of slid in there and said you that one song with Lil Yachty you sent out to him just for as a written song, right?
Yeah, so, I wasn't even really making music as an artist. Like I was writing and shit for other artists when I started out.
Okay, so you was writing shit.
But I would try to record my songs how I would want an artist to deliver it because it was weird sending out songs how I sent it and then getting it back totally different. So I started recording songs how I'd expect it to be recorded.
Right. So have you got any placements with that?
Nah, fuck the placements. I with like the songs that I was writing before that, I got a few placements, but like my contract doesn't really permit me.
So you started off songwriting.
Yeah.
So do you feel like, because I know a lot of songwriters, and I always wanted to ask this question, do you feel like when you songwrite, do you feel like it puts you in a box where you can never focus on your own career?
If you're really focused on getting like famous off of writing songs, as opposed to writing songs because you appreciate the artist's talent. And me, I was writing songs because I appreciated the artist. Like when I would write songs, I would write songs because I wanted to send this to this person. I felt like they could make this shit
So you weren't trying to capitalize off of it or make a brand and be a songwriter?
Bruh, I don't care to be famous. Right. The hardest thing for me right now is social media, doing shit on social media and like doing shit like being on camera. Like this. This isn't even something that I usually. This is the first time I really did like an on-camera podcast. Like most of my shit be like Zoom meetings and shit like that. Like this is the first time I ever actually showed up in person to do a podcast.
It's perfect time to show
and I appreciate
y'all.
I appreciate y'all for having me. But like I don't do shit for that. I do shit because I appreciate the actual music. Like I appreciate the art. Like and then just making that song like. And sending it out as opposed to them thinking that like it was just like another artist like feeling like the song was good enough to just get on as opposed to making it themselves, like, you know, because I would have sent that to an artist and expected them to want the song. They would be like, this song is good enough to where I would rather just put my verse on it than, you know.
That must have been an eye-opening experience too, like damn, this nigga didn't even take the song. He hopped on the song with me. Like
like when I got that bro, when I got that shit back.
He said you blessed it too much, you know, that you give it to a nigga like that.
When I got the shit back, I was expecting it to be him like doing the song. And it was just me and his verse crazy. On there, and I was like,
probably like, what the hell? Like,
you feel me? So like a couple months before I shot that video, I got one.
You got the video too?
We got the video.
Did you drop it?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. We got everything. That's like crazy. That kind of like that led me to like I dropped a couple videos myself. Like once I got his verse back, I recorded a couple songs out of my own, shot videos, dropped them, and then I dropped the video with him.
So was he out here already, or did he slide from the 8 and shoot the video with you? How did you go out there?
His label's out here. He goes back and forth. We just caught him at a time where he was out here.
He was just here. He was actually just here. That's why we said shout out to
one of my label execs like got him pull up and we shot the video there.
Dang, that shit's lit.
That's big. That's big right there. That's big.
That's big.
That's for real.
That's prime time for sure.
So do you do a lot of? Do you work with any Bay Area artists?
To be honest, bro, not really.
Why you do that?
I ain't gonna chat, bro, because like,
I'm like, damn, what I do, man?
This is a question that like a lot of people ask me, and I don't really open up on, but it's because like a lot of my friends are Bay Area artists and shit. But the Bay Area is like crabs in a fucking
bucket.
Niggas don't, like I said, like where I'm from, it's a lot of niggas that rap. Like you've never been to a place like Oakland where you can say what you do and then like have out of 10 niggas, 8 gonna say they do the exact same thing. And niggas ain't gonna support you. If you had 8 niggas doing what you do that was gonna support what you was doing and you could support theirs, then it would be up. Like the way that Atlanta is. But no, it don't work like that. These niggas watched you grow up. These niggas seen what you came from. And these niggas see what you're doing. And if you're doing better than them, they're not gonna support you. Like you don't get that kind of support. I was blessed to like find the niggas that I fuck with, like the people that I fuck with, and then actually had them doing the same thing. Like Ani, he rapped. Devo, he rapped. Like what? Niggas is actually
y'all grew together. Y'all wanted to see each other win.
Supportive. Like I watched them grow so much. Like I've only known them for like 3-4 years, but like in those 4 years, like if I didn't know them, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like as opposed to niggas that I know that we've been rapping together for hella long and never nothing. I moved out of where I was from. I moved out of Oakland. I moved to somewhere where niggas didn't know me. If a nigga from anywhere else came to Oakland, they'll blow up quick because niggas don't know them. But where I'm from, if they know you, they don't want you doing better.
It's so funny. And what I learned is when you move out the city and make moves, literally, I learned this. Your following goes up way quicker compared to being in the city and making moves.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense though.
It doesn't.
Because you're supposed to have the support of your people before you're supposed to be looking for the support.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think that
is?
Why they?
That's something I would never understand. All I know is the people that support me the least is the people that know me the best.
I've always thought about it like this, right? Like, so it's like, say we brothers and you make music. I just don't, like, I support you, but it's like, I don't think it's cool because I know you. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I always think motherfuckers support these big artists. They don't know that person, so they think it's so cool. Like, I know you on a personal level, so I know, I get it, but I'm just saying that that was the only reason that I can make out of it all, because I know you. It's not as cool. You know I love you, brother. I fuck with you, brother, but you know what I mean? I ain't reposting it like I should be, because I don't think it's cool, because I know you.
You can hear another nigga make the exact same song sound the exact same, but because you don't know him, this shit hard for some reason.
Right. Exactly.
But
I think it's just in that sense of like, because they don't know that person, so it's cool. Like,
it's cool. Like, you don't know that nigga. You don't know that nigga.
That's not how it should be. But that was the only thing I could think about. I'm like, it definitely shouldn't be. You should have that pump from your own city where you from. You feel what I'm saying? You supposed to be putting on for your city, and your city's supposed to be putting on for you.
That's another thing, bro. Like, that's another reason why I don't understand like the Bay Area specifically, because like, I see niggas in Chicago, everybody funking the same way that everybody in Oakland is funking. There's different hoods, don't like different hoods the same way, but you got the support of every nigga in your hood. You feel me? If you from a different state, like Chicago, like when Chief Keef blew up, he really set the whole tone for Chicago in general, but he had his whole hood like supporting
behind him,
me.
For real.
Like me, I'm from the 70s in Oakland. I start rapping, I didn't have the support of my whole hood like how they did. You feel me? But like, that's why I would never understand this shit. Like, niggas supposed to support the people like where you come from. You supposed to support that shit. You supposed to be on deck, because if one nigga get on, we all on.
Right.
You feel me? Like, everybody on. A lot of people don't see that bigger picture.
Got on, everybody got on. He really opened the door for niggas that wasn't even from his hood, like not even from where he from. Like, you don't ever hear like Herb, or you don't ever hear like Bibby talking about Chief Keef. You don't ever hear Dirk talking about Chief Keef. But if Chief Keef wouldn't have got on, Dirk wouldn't have got on.
He wouldn't have put that. He shined that light on the city. He shined the light on the city. But my fault, like you said though, 8 out of 10 people is doing the same shit. So all of them is trying to be on top. So they looking at you as competition instead of you feel teammates.
Like, join up and let's win.
Yeah, my uncle put me on that shit at first. Like, he told me like, that's why I had a few niggas like where I'm from that was like actually supportive of what I'm doing. But when it didn't even take me to move out of my area, it just took me to move to a different city. Like, I moved to San Jose. That's where I met Ani. Me and Ani, we worked together. Yeah. That's where I met like Devo. That's where I met everybody that I fuck with now that I live in LA with. It's crazy, but it's niggas that I knew for 15 years plus that I don't got out here with me in LA. Like, when I got signed and shit like that, I moved out here with the people that I knew was gonna be most supportive and most like beneficial to the process. You feel me? And these niggas that I ain't even known 3-4 years that much. You feel me? Like, but niggas supported what I was doing in a different way. And it's not even to say shit about them, but it's like niggas didn't know me, so I came to San Jose. Like, niggas didn't know me and see what I was doing.
Already had faith in your shit.
You feel me? But even in San Jose, even in niggas from San Jose don't get this type of support that I got when I came out there. I got they support because I wasn't from there. I was like, all right, if niggas don't support me here because I'm not from here, I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm not from, and then niggas gonna fuck with me.
That's crazy.
And that shit was ridiculous. And then coming to LA, it was even crazier. But like, nigga, like, that shit just didn't make sense.
You ever go back and you're just like, damn, niggas are still doing the same shit?
Nothing changed. Nothing changes. Bro.
I go back and I just be like, and they don't know nothing. Like, I go back and I be like,
big like facts. Like,
nigga on the same porch. Like, nigga, when I left last month, nigga, you was on this porch. You still on this porch.
Like facts, nigga. I had niggas like.
You doing better for yourself, nigga.
Be great. What the fuck?
There's niggas hitting me that want to pull up to my hood, like that want to pull up to my hood to shoot videos, and I be like, all right, pull up. But that's at your own risk. Like just like this nigga Dirk, I was like, that's at your own risk. Like, no, this your hood, you ain't good. Like, nigga, I ain't even good where I'm from. Nigga, you can't just come over here and expect shit to be good.
At least
like,
you got that mentality. Niggas everybody don't have that mentality.
Nigga, I don't like going back to where I'm from, bro. Like, I don't like it just because I'm not the same person I was when I left from over there.
But that's good. That's growth. Yeah, that's supposed to be the same person you was. You know what I'm saying?
That's really good. You got that mentality though. Like, hey, ain't this your hood? Like, ain't you good? Like, nigga, I ain't even good here. Even though you good, but you not good. You feel what I'm saying? Because anything could pop off.
Anything, like, especially like.
Blink of an eye.
It's niggas with it's niggas that's really very well respected, like the Jacka, like niggas that really died in their own hood just because it's niggas that it's other type of niggas out here. Like,
well, Jose, don't die in the hood that your mom renting.
Man, shit crazy.
We be claiming a hood and it don't even be the hood. It don't even be ours. It's owned by someone. You know what
shit,
I mean? So
that nigga, the streets do not love you. Like, it don't matter how much love you got. Like, it don't matter. Like, I love being where I'm from. You feel me? That shit nigga, streets don't give a fuck about you, bro. Like, you gonna go over there and die the same way that you was born over there. Like, it don't matter. That
right
shit
back
don't
in the
matter.
hospital.
Facts.
You gonna be right
crazy.
back in the hospital you was born, about to die.
Come on, yeah, shit.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, you move to a different place and you go to the nicer area, like, cause there's still some hood spots out here, you know what I mean? But you don't go from the hood to you go to the, you feel me, where it's cool at. And I see if you like, okay, you from the Bay, you not gonna move from the Bay to the nicer part. You just want to get the fuck out altogether.
Well, yeah. And what
You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't
It's like
come out here to do the things that I'm
Exactly,
doing out
so-
there. I ain't come out here to link with no niggas
Big
that's
facts.
doing
On the
same
bullshit.
shit I'm doing out here.
Yeah, you wanna
I
be
moved out
around-
here so I don't gotta deal with the shit that I dealt with out there.
And another thing is you want to be around people that are also on the same level with you, same great vibes. Because if you put yourself around that bullshit, that's all it's going to end up. You know what I'm saying? You hang around the right people, that's all that's going to keep plugging great fucking human beings. There's great human beings out here.
Facts. I come out here, you could say what you want. Like out there, niggas already know what I be on. But out here, like you can say what you want, bro. I ain't trying to be on none of the shit that you on, bro. Like,
Big
yeah,
facts.
Right.
I'm a
Whole different vibe.
Hey, you got it.
You got it.
You got it,
You
big
feel
dog.
me? Like you got that shit because I know how I'm gonna react. And you not gonna
Yeah.
react like that. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in jail. You gonna be,
Big facts.
and I don't even know you, bro. So it's
Yeah.
right.
go ahead.
So
you
what
got it.
other big artists have you worked with besides Lil Yachty? Because I know that probably opened a door to a lot.
Shit. I work with Keyz. I've written for hella like bigger artists and shit, but that was when I was like writing and shit. But like,
Yeah.
to be honest, that's not really my focus. Like, I don't really care because most of my features, like if you go look at them and then you look at the songs that they on, like it is just not worth the feature. I could have did the shit by myself and just kept it. So I don't really like.
Yeah.
It's artists. It's a few artists that I want to work with, but like. The ones that I have worked with, to be honest, I don't really care to speak on. Key was a cool ass person though. Like I fucked with him like as a person though, but like, you know, I know that like a lot of the features that I got was favors to the people that run my label and shit like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no personal.
It really wasn't
But you probably built
It wasn't no
relationships as you
personal
go on.
connections.
That's
Like,
that's
but
how I
like
use
as
it.
far as that goes, like
Yeah.
just I fuck with like people from Atlanta and like in Georgia in general and shit because. It's just genuine.
The vibe,
like,
yeah.
You come out
Everybody
there and
support
people,
everybody out there. I feel
it's
like,
just
you know what I
it's
mean?
crazy. You
South
go out
vibe,
there,
that
and,
shit's different.
Bruh, you walking up the street and people like be like, "How you doing?" Because they genuinely like wanna know how you
Hospitality.
doing.
I feel like it's like that out
Hospitality
here,
as
too,
opposed to
though.
people
Nah, I
being
mean,
in
to
your
a certain
business.
extent, to a certain extent.
Like everybody,
Yeah.
but I think it's a
Like,
bouginess out here, but it's
Yeah.
still like that. You know what I mean? Out here, it's a fake facade. You know what I'm saying? But I do learn you meet great people out here, and once you meet the great crowd, it's like here's some good ass people out here that you meet. You know what I'm saying? You go, oh hey, how you doing? Da da da. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that fake facade where motherfuckers be like, man, who's this?
Yeah, but, like,
you know what I mean?
With me being where I'm from, I don't speak to nobody.
Yeah,
Everybody
nah,
is very
I feel you on
hospitable
that.
and everybody's speaking to you before you even really say something, and it's like it's just genuine out there. Like, so you just
So you say you had some people you wanted to work with. Who throw some names out.
Like, or even if you had to choose an artist.
He brought the chest out.
That I want to work with.
Yeah.
Shit. Like right now, one of my favorite artists is Vori.
He's tough. He's tough.
He be on some shit that I just haven't fully like
Yeah.
heard from anybody else. You mixing substance with
Yeah.
with the actual sound and shit. Like a lot of artists are known for like either being like hella
I
entertaining
feel like he's like a trap
or being
party.
like hella like
He's-
like lyrical and shit like that.
Yeah.
But him, he on both. You feel me? Like he one of my favorite artists right now. I fuck with the kid Leroy also. Like I don't
Where's
know.
he from?
He from
Wait, he's
Australia. But he,
Yeah, I know you talking
I
about.
think I heard of him.
That's
Yeah,
a-
he's upcoming though. He's like,
yeah, he's up and
Okay.
coming, but like
yeah, I heard he's dropping heat.
Yeah, he
though.
goes crazy too. He was he was
ridiculous.
dropping a lot of shit with Juice WRLD.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
that is the same person.
It's a song called "Go" that go crazy with him and Juice WRLD. Shit go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the hardest artists and shit. But like, I fuck with Dirk's music too a lot. Like I fuck with Dirk from like way back in the day.
That nigga the streets right now, and I'll be 100 with you.
Like a lot of people just now getting on to him.
Like,
but
yeah,
people
but
don't
that's
understand.
like he been doing it for a minute.
He get mainstream now, but
yeah, he mainstream as fuck right now. He could go book a show for 150, 200, but last year he was doing shows for 40K.
Yeah, facts.
40,000. That's it.
And he's been doing it for a minute, and I feel like
he's been in this shit for years,
yeah,
like 5 years. He's been in this shit since like 13, 12.
Yeah. I feel like right now,
I
feel like he is. So like we all grew up, you know, when Jeezy was the streets, and you know we had the Gucci bands, but Jeezy was that nigga. You know what I mean? Back in the day, if you didn't bump Trap or Die, you know what I mean, or whatever, you would chill. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have your little snowman t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like we're in a new generation, and I do feel like Lil Durk is the streets right now for music wise. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had to break it down, at first I was like, you know what Meek is, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Lil Durk's becoming, and at first, because I'm all about like facts, you know what I'm saying? And numbers. You can't cheat the numbers if it's right, you know what I'm saying? And Lil Durk is putting out a lot of great motherfucking music and consistent. Yeah. Consistency is what it's about. And that motherfucker is dropping.
The thing is though, like the reason I respect him is because Lil Durk been having money for a long time. Like that he didn't grow up struggling like everybody else, but he been in the streets. Like his dad was like big, like he was really in the streets.
But still was in that life though.
But he was still in that life. Right. You feel me?
And even though like correctly, even
with his own
Dirk,
money,
you know
like with his own money, like you feel me? Like even though he's been having his own money for like 7-8 years and shit like that, that nigga still is able to relate to the streets like on a level where like a lot of people that get money like just can't really like continue to relate to people that don't got money like that don't do that, and he's still able to like go back to that struggle and like still speak to the people that's like still going through that shit. Like a lot of niggas, you lose that because you got money. It ain't nothing else to talk about but what you're doing. You feel me? And everything you're doing got to do with some money. Like
how you living and shit.
Yeah,
with the money.
Like exactly. I know this nigga ain't out here doing you feel me, but he can still bring it back to that, and that's something that a lot of people don't got right now. You feel me? Like shit, 50%, 40, 30. 25,
niggas about to be at 1%,
25%, maybe 24, 23% of the niggas that's like that rap right now really came from the streets, really came from that struggle. But Durk is one of the like 1% that's really able to like still speak on that after having money for a while. You feel me?
If you would say, you know, besides like if you took music away and you didn't have music, what would be the next thing you would be doing? Like, you take the music away.
What would be your scapegoat? What would you be doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
We're gonna move to the next one.
I'm trying to, I'm just, look.
I think you got your answer.
I'm still dealing with some shit from 2 years ago.
You gotta explain. No, that's another conversation.
I'm just gonna say, I'm grateful. I'm blessed. You feel me? Like
that you are able to do music.
That I am able to do music for a living. That's all I'm going.
Yeah. What other hobbies do you have though? Like what's fun? You know, what's a day? You know, when I wake up, this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta get done.
I gotta get some money.
Yeah,
and that's why like I'm grateful for music because I get to go in the studio every day. I could go on the internet, go on my social media and like look through my DMs and find a way to get some money as opposed to doing what I used to do. Like, I like my main goal right now is just I've been really just marketing and like doing like anything, not even just music, like besides music, like just finding ways to like create some type of revenue off of like
brand. Do you have a clothing line?
Branding and shit. I mean, not right now.
Are you gonna have one soon?
I plan on making one, but I don't want my clothing line to have anything to do with me. To be honest, if I can make my clothing line, if I can make my clothing line and me not have shit to do with each other, I feel just because like it's about longevity. So I've been trying to learn. I've been learning like some of my hobbies. I've been trying to learn how to play like instruments and shit. Like I've been trying to learn how to play the piano and the guitar. And like every time I'm going to these sessions, just watching people so that I would have more ways of like staying in this industry besides like my voice and what I could do on what like somebody else's beats.
It'd be and to be honest with you, it'd be the songwriters and producers that are in it longer than the artists.
Yeah, because
they make more money. They make more money than the artists
overall. Yeah, like long term. Yeah, so that's my goal is just like creating like trying to like last
a brand that's gonna last.
Yeah, I'm trying to create something that's gonna last. Yeah, and just putting everybody else on. So even if what I do don't work, like everything that everybody else doing is just gonna continue to be like, I don't care to make money off of anything that none of my friends is doing and shit like that. Like if there's like a merch side of what I'm doing, that could be something that somebody else could be doing just so that they don't gotta ask me.
Everybody in their own lane. Everybody got their own lane.
If you getting bread off merch, you don't gotta ask me for no bread. If you getting bread off of like my sister, I'm getting ready to put her through law school and shit like that just so that she can be getting bread like off of like, you feel me? Like working, doing that shit. Like, and then like if ever I needed anything, I would be able to use that. It's like I just creating resources for myself. That's been my whole goal.
What's some stuff you could improve on, you think? If you had to like tell yourself and you were looking in the mirror like, damn, I need to improve on some things. What's some things you could improve on? Everybody can improve on something. That's the only way you grow.
That's facts. Yeah. That's facts.
Because we ain't perfect. We human. We ain't robots. That's my go-to. I ain't a robot.
Perfect. Ain't nobody. That's facts.
I fuck up. I ain't a robot. I'm human.
Honestly, I gotta learn to control. I'm not gonna lie, I got anger issues.
Yeah.
I gotta learn to control that kind of shit because I expect more. Like I expect too much out of people around me. Like before giving them a chance to do anything, and like I just feel like. You know?
Is it in a good way though? Because sometimes it's okay to do that. I do the same thing
too.
Because I want the best for people. And you know, if they're not, some people, you know, you if you push them harder, because a lot of people are lazy. Like the more you push them, and I don't mean like asshole wise, but the more you tell, hey, wake your fucking game up. You know what I mean? Come on, we gotta get up. Whatever the case may be. It ain't one of those things. And they know every time I wake up, it's like wake your game up. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. If we about to go hoop and you sleep. I'm throwing a pillow on you. You know what I'm saying? Wake your game up. So is it like one of those?
Yeah, but sometimes I think I feel like you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves, and that might be what another triggers you. Like, fuck, I want the best for you, but you don't even want the best for you.
Yeah, but that's what you're saying is facts. But like another thing with me is like I watch my people progress and shit like that, and as I progress, I expect them to progress at the same level that I do. You feel me? And like so, like. They both make music, and I watch them get so much better. Like with everybody that I be around, like I don't be trying to have people around for no fucking reason.
Yeah, big facts.
Like everybody that live in my crib, everybody that live in the crib,
they gotta
like,
be doing something.
Is doing
no
something.
Choice.
You feel me? Like
getting better every day at whatever they're doing.
At whatever they doing, and like my thing is just showing more like appreciation for like what. For the like progress that I have seen as opposed to just expecting more because like I watched them do better and like I've heard a song this month and then the next month I heard a song that was 10 times better and I'm still sitting there just, you feel me?
Kind of learn to let people move at their own level, at their own, like, how they move, as long as they progressing.
I gotta learn how to be more patient with people and not expect like as much out of people as I expect out of myself because everybody is not the same and people gonna move at their own pace, you know what I mean? And just being more, it's with me, like my biggest thing is just patience, just being more patient, like learning.
No, that shit's
patience.
dope, man.
That's my biggest, like, that's like my Achilles heel for real. Like I fall hella short on that.
Facts. If you could go back and tell your 14-year-old self to change something, what would it be? Like if you could speak back and
not
be
to worry as much about what people think about me as opposed to like what I want to do. Like, bro, I was so focused. Like the reason I ended up going to jail and like missing out on a lot of shit that I shouldn't have missed out on was because I was so focused on what other people thought. Like I grew up and I had my little brother, me and him were the exact same age. His birthday in July, he's gonna be 24 just like me. Yeah. And my grandma used to dress us just like each other.
Just like each other.
Like just like each other. I was going to school like and it wasn't even like we was like dressed like each other, but we was fly or something. We was dressed like each other and our shit came from like Walmart and all our shit came from like, you know, and I was so focused on what other people thought about me that I lost sight of what was good because I used to get good ass grades and I used to be doing hella good and like in middle school that was cool, but then I got to high school and it was the same thing. Like people and I was just more focused on trying to get out of that situation and stop having people like talk about me the way that they talked about me, that I put myself in bad situations. I ended up going to jail for like 3 years. Yeah. But that really changed my life.
It probably shaped you.
I wouldn't have graduated if I didn't go to jail.
Do you think, that's what I was going to say. Do you think jail was that breaker where it was like, you know what, maybe it is time that because the worst thing is coming back. No one wants to go back after you done got out. That's the shit that makes you go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You done been sitting there staring at the wall too long. You know what I'm saying? I
wouldn't wish jail on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Like
that shit's,
like, there's nothing worse than that. I don't care how much money I got or how much money I expected to get off nothing. It was never worth it. Like sitting in jail, I was thinking like I would get that shit all up just to not be in jail no more.
Facts.
You feel me? Like just to not be away from the people that I care about and not feel like I'm
isolated from the world.
Isolated. Different.
Fuck isolated. I don't know. I got this weird ass mentality where like I feel like I'm responsible for everybody around me.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another one of my like things that I need to learn, that everybody is their own person. But I feel like I gotta be responsible. I gotta like pick up where everybody else like. You feel me? Like, and when I was in jail, I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
And that shit was the worst feeling that I ever felt. Like, that was the worst shit ever.
Do you feel like it's like you're letting your people down because of a mistake you have made?
Exactly. Like, dead ass. Like, right now, like, I still got family members and shit that ain't in good, like, circumstances that I'm still trying to get out of their struggle and shit like that, but it looked like I'm living a great life. And that's just what I gotta do because of, like, the image that I gotta portray for what I'm doing. But, like, and I just feel so bad about, like, not being able to just do that.
Would you say that's like, for me, that's the motivator for me?
It is. You know what I mean? That's the reason why that shit would keep me going every day.
Why you pull the long nights and Red Bull nights? You know
dead ass. This shit is way more. This shit is way more political than like just making music, and it's way more than just like going in and doing what you love every day. You got to listen to people that you don't really give a fuck, that never really put you where you at, that you don't care if they live or die, to be honest. But you got to care what the fuck they talking about, because
you feel like it's what you're meant to do. You know
exactly, but you want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because it's your shit. So.
If we would have never moved here, like force ourselves to move.
I think everybody in this room could say that.
Not like force
no. Like, because one thing,
like, a lot of people talk about it. Like, a lot of people talk about it. Like, we really had to force ourselves. Like, if he tell you like what we was going through just to get ourselves to come out here and like.
Dead ass, the week before I got signed to a label, me, him, and one of my other friends, we came out here with like $100 each, and every night, like after we didn't have no room, like every night we would like be like on like our phone, like trying to find out who about to send us some money so we could get to the next, like we got the next room. But that same weekend is when I signed my deal and like everything was good. You know what I mean? So
I mean, that's what that everything's meant to happen though. That's the reason why that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows, you know, that experience, you could have been in the streets and someone could have caught you, you know what I'm saying? Or who knows, you know what I mean? You never know what God has planned, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it was like a blessing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, it's just crazy how things work.
I'm going to speak from the perspective of somebody that was not very popular in like middle school or high school or nothing like that. My best advice to you is just be yourself and have faith in what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you smart and you get good grades and like you love science or you love like fucking anything, history, anything that you love, just continue to do that shit. Like, don't think about what other people think of you, because right now I'm 24. Like I'm young and that shit already don't matter. It already does not matter. Like, what happened in middle school and what happened in high school and shit. I got people in my DM I was not popular. I got people in my DM that I never thought. Like, you feel me? That I used to like look at and my eyes would get all like glossy over, you feel me? And they in my DM trying to do whatever the fuck I want to do. So like my main goal to you is just to do what you love to do and like be yourself and just stay positive about what you want to do, and like that shit's gonna get you far. Like, look at me. And then look. Go Google my name. Like, if you could figure out exactly what it is, because I'm not about to tell it on camera. And then look at my middle school picture, and I probably look just like you did. So, just
Jules.
Be yourself. Like, I'm really trying to tell you, like, that shit does not matter. Like, nothing that you think that what they talking about, them shoes, that jacket, them clothes, that designer, that nothing does not matter right now. Like, you feel me?
Wake your game up. It's your boy Junne. You are now listening to Junnin with Junne, the best fucking podcast in the universe. Alright, that's a wrap.